Hello YouTube, this is dvdreviewsstudios here, and today I'm going to be doing a quick review on the Battlestar Galactica miniseries on DVD. This originally aired back in 2003 and is the establishing intro to the Battlestar Galactica 2004 reboot series, which is based on the original from the 1970s. However, this story is completely rewritten. It's a reimagined version of the original 70s version of Battlestar Galactica. It still retains the same basic storyline of the humans and the robots called the Cylons at war with one another, but they've completely changed the Cylon origin. They've completely rewritten some of the characters and introduced some new ones, and I think it's an absolutely amazing TV movie which really does introduce the characters and the story in a perfect way, and I really am thoroughly impressed with this, so I would highly recommend watching this, even as a standalone movie if you don't wish to pursue the entire series, which would be kind of foolish since it is an incredible series, but I mean it does work as a standalone movie and has an absolutely amazing cliffhanger, so I would definitely recommend continuing onwards from watching this, but if you do wish to watch this in itself, I would definitely recommend it as a standalone movie as well. So let's take a look at the actual characters themselves. So let's begin with my personal favourite, and that is Guy Baltar, who is a doctor and a very easily manipulated doctor, which brings me to my favourite, well, secondary favourite character, and that is Six, who is a very sexual female character who is a Cylon, which leads me to my second plot twist, and that is the Cylons have now evolved. Rather than looking all like robots, they have now evolved into looking like humans, which is a really interesting concept, which kind of bewildered me at first. It did seem kind of lazy, as they were trying to save on CGI budgets by having human actors portraying robots, which is kind of bizarre, but it does work really well. I think it's a very interesting concept. I love the character of Six, very sexually manipulating to Gaius, obviously, and I think the character is really well written and definitely does evolve so much in the actual TV series itself. As for the other characters, I really do love the character of Commander Adama, who is the commanding officer of the ship, the Battlestar Galactica. His son was lately introduced into this, who is called Lee Adama, also known as Apollo, and he was lately introduced into this, which is kind of unfortunate because I can't really criticize or speak of the character as much, but he was okay, and I do quite like the actor who portrays him. Then we have Kara Frace, also known as Lieutenant Starbuck, which is a twist on the original character of Lieutenant Starbuck, who was a man in the original series and now in the reinvention of the series has been written as a woman now, and I love her character. I think she's really arrogant, but I think she's got that kind of heartwarming characteristic that just makes all the crew like her, but obviously she still has the arrogant aspects to the character, which is, you know, a mixed bag in some people's opinions, but I really do like the character of her. Then we have Laura Roslin, who was unfortunately diagnosed with cancer at the beginning of this series, which obviously is fiction, but is very sad nonetheless, and I really do like her character. I think it's very, very tragic, her storyline, especially with the ending, which I'm not going to go into, and I mean the ending of the show, not of this, but her character is actually really interesting in this TV movie, and I love the fact that she becomes the president of the 12 colonies, which are slowly being destroyed, and that leads me to my final kind of summary of this series. I loved the sequence involving Gaius and Six, where Six manipulates Gaius into actually destroying the defense mainframe on the planet of Caprica, and that leads the Cylons the ability to actually destroy the planet, and then there's some survivors, which Gaius is one of the survivors, which begins the madness of Gaius Baltar as he begins to see Six like a schizophrenic, as though she is actually within his head when she is not, and I love those embarrassing moments when Gaius will wake up after thinking that she has been touching him up in a very polite sense, and yeah, I love those sequences where it's really awkward and sort of cringe comedy. So yeah, that's my review on the Battlestar Galactica miniseries. Be sure to check out my other reviews of the upcoming Battlestar Galactica TV box sets, which I shall be reviewing over the next few weeks. And yeah, an absolutely amazing TV show, an absolutely amazing introduction to the show for a TV movie. I think it's an absolutely incredible show, and I would highly recommend it to anybody who loves science fiction. So that's my review on Battlestar Galactica, the miniseries. Be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments if you've checked this show out, and subscribe for more upcoming videos.